Okay, do you see?
You're
Scott,
good. You
do
got
you
me.
see?
You got me
I
on
can
that
tell.
one. He's
So,
good.
so Teddy showed up a little late today, and Scott and I were talking, and I told him the story about Teddy not playing golf yesterday.
I didn't play.
And I said Teddy lied, and he goes,
I did.
Scott goes, we could easily have a thing. And I said, no. I said, I know when Teddy's lying. So he comes in, and I said, Ted, why didn't you golf? And he goes, oh, I had a call, and I'm like. You're lying, and then I told Scott
no, I didn't. No, I wasn't.
He makes this face, and he goes, what? Huh? Like Ted doesn't, and I told Scott, it's like Ted doesn't understand the concept of lying. So you just said you're lying, and you're like, I stubbed my toe. I don't. What's a lie?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know what you're even saying.
I did have a legitimate reason for not making it, but it wasn't. It wasn't a work call.
I just don't care.
A work call. Yeah, so.
I just knew you were lying. I told Scott, I said, whatever you say today,
bravo.
Whatever you say today about why you were late, I can tell if you were lying. So why were you late today?
It's none of your business, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
There
but
you
I'm
go.
here. But I'm here now.
Good answer.
Okay.
Good answer.
Okay. Yeah.
Good answer.
I knew. I just. It's funny because when you're friends with somebody, it's so easy to tell when they're lying.
Yeah, you guys have been friends a long time, so
Yeah.
that's easy.
Well, I think the main thing is like when
Ted lies a lot.
When you miss golf, it's like you normally don't miss golf ever, and then you miss it for the first time. It's like it has to be almost like a life and death situation.
Yeah,
So you can't just say, "Well, the dog ate my homework," right? You can't say that, right? Because
people,
no one's going to believe that.
people are
right?
counting on you, man. You got to be there.
Well, it's something that he likes. It's like Ted, you weren't there to help me move. He's like, yeah, I had a phone call. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're just a jag off. But it's like, Ted, you missed golf and a trip to the strip club. Ted's like, I had a phone call. I said, oh my God, why, Ted? Why were you? Yeah, we need a better reason.
Well, I thought I was talking to my girlfriend. You figure you just tell her anything and she'll believe you. But when you talk to your guys, they vet you more, so you can't do that in real life. Yes, but you still have to go through the motions, right? You still have to pretend, right? So,
That's funny.
Is that how it works?
We wouldn't know.
my acting skills aren't that good.
All right, can I start with some bad news?
Sure.
Okay. This is kind of sad. After 177 years, Schlitz beer is gone.
Really?
Yeah. Schlitz beer.
I thought it's been gone.
No more. Nope. The beer that made Milwaukee famous. They're doing their last run starting May 23rd. You can buy 4-packs, but you got to go pick them up from the brewery in Verona, Wisconsin. And then it's all over. The whole thing shuts down on June 27th at 5 p.m.
How old is that brewery? It's got to be
177 years old.
No shit.
177 years. So there have been, just think about this. For 177 years, for sure, there's been guys sitting around getting drunk and listening to Ted lie.
Obviously, I'm not very good at it.
It's okay, Ted. You don't want to be a good liar.
Yeah, I'm not a good liar. So.
Yeah, you're a terrible liar. But they were the first, and weirdly enough, they were the first company to use brown bottles.
Oh, they're ahead of the time. Ahead of their time. Yeah.
And so this is kind of wild. This is the flavor profile listed for Schlitz beer.
Wait, there's a flavor profile?
Well, yeah. I mean, everything has like a description of it, like of what the beer.
Well, there's
is.
like a grapefruit Schlitz.
No, but
It's like a
what
whiff
Schlitz,
of chestnut with a hint of chocolate or something
right.
stupid.
So here's the way it's described, and then how it lasted 177 years with this description is beyond my ability to fathom. Starts with a slightly malty, sweet grain character. Right? Okay.
All right.
So that sounds like a great beer, right? It finishes clean and crisp with very little lingering bitterness.
That's pretty good.
I was just thinking, bitterness.
What, you're like drinking some sperm or something? It's just you're not supposed to have any bitterness. It's just you're drinking a beer.
Literally, I don't even understand the concept behind that because I was thinking, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'll order a 4-pack, and if it's I didn't look and see how far it was, but if it was, maybe if I'm doing nothing on a day, I'll just drive up there and get it. Just see, but that description with just a very little lingering bitterness, because you shouldn't have any lingering bitterness.
Yeah, very little though. That's pretty good.
I think the marketing should be a 4-pack is like $2.99. That's the marketing.
I bet you can still buy it at Binny's and stuff.
No, I don't think there's anything
Really?
left. Yeah, I think
Really?
they pretty much stopped production, and then they just restarted for this like going away party thing. Yeah, it's over.
Huh.
Yeah, and speaking of beer, Coors is bringing back a beer no one missed, Keystone Ice.
Ooh, Oh,
I remember Keystone Ice.
that actually was a college favorite.
Remember Red Dog, Keystone Ice, Ice House,
Oh,
those
'cause they
ice
were
beers,
like
those
double-
ice beers.
yeah, weren't ice beers like double or something?
It was a higher alcohol percent. It
Right.
wasn't double. It was like 6% alcohol. Yeah, so maybe it was double. Yeah, that was their selling point.
So now
Red Dog.
Red Dog. I guess
don't
I guess
remember
they
Red
were.
Dog.
Yeah, it was terrible. I guess college kids wasn't that was like a malt liquor, wasn't it?
No,
Red Dog?
no, actually, Red Dog was not a malt liquor.
But
Yeah.
I guess the reason behind it is college kids shouldn't have to drink just Natty Light and Busch Light. Now they can drink Keystone Ice.
Keystone Ice actually gets you fucked up. I mean, that's
Well, it's got more alcohol.
it's
in
a
it, yeah.
college beer.
So I think your average. I mean, it's funny. I'm not even a beer aficionado, but I think your average beer is like 3% alcohol. But I think the ice beers are 5%, and domestic and the international beers are like 6%.
Yep.
They're a little bit higher.
Yep.
Yeah, I did not look it up.
That's right.
But
Dave.
yeah.
And then I think like your hoppy beers, like the Daisy Cutters, they can go up to like 12 or 13%, which I think is the highest beer you can get. So like in terms of alcohol.
the bourbon barrel
Beer
yeah. stuff would basically taste like whiskey.
But
in a
12
beer
or
can.
13% I think is the highest alcohol percentage you get in a beer. So but your average beer is like maybe what 4%?
Yeah, something
My
like that.
PBR right now is 4.7.
Yeah, 4%. Yeah. So, but I
Yeah.
think the international beers are a tad higher, but the ice beers were supposed to be a little bit higher than the domestic beers. That was their selling point.
I
So.
might look that. I might look it up while we're doing this. And actually, beer drinking is down in the U.S. And I was disappointed because I'm doing everything I can to make sure.
Yeah. Keep
that
the averages up.
To keep those averages up. And then Coors said they wanted to bring it back, what they call economy beers, to get more people to drink, which is what we all want, right?
So I actually heard the new generation of whatever this new generation is called. Apparently, they're actually drinking less. So
Generation lazy fat.
yeah.
fuck.
So actually, whatever this new generation is
LFF.
called, they're actually drinking less. So actually, the alcohol sales overall are down because this new generation is not actually drinking as much.
Yes, they're just high all the time.
Yeah. They're just-
Constantly just high everywhere they go. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people do we know with kids that are like high every second of every day?
Yeah. They're just posting TikTok videos.
Yeah, of being high, which is kind of. I mean, I don't know, man.
And they all got the vapes, and it could
Yeah.
be just regular tobacco vape, or it could be a weed vape. In Illinois, it's legal. I mean, there's no, you can smoke it wherever you want, whenever you want.
And ironically, the vapes are actually worse than a regular cigarette. They said actually a vape does more damage to your lungs than actual cigarette or alcohol. Believe it or not,
Yes.
that's actually really damaging to you
because of the heat that is generated by
Sure.
the pen.
Sure.
Yeah. And then it's got
Ironically.
and then it doesn't taste as awful, I guess, because I've never smoked a cigarette before. I've only smoked a cigar one time. It was awful.
You've never smoked a cigarette?
No, never once.
I went through a cigarette phase for about a month. Marlboro Reds, and
Oh, wow,
I don't
yeah.
know why. I don't know why, but
A Cadillac of cigarettes.
now I mean, I've smoked maybe 2 packs in my whole life.
It was just weird. So
okay.
I was actually in a 7-Eleven the other day getting a coffee, and the guy in front of me, he was like, "Give me a pack of like Marlboro Lights or something." It's just weird, like seeing somebody ordering like a pack of cigarettes. It's just it is like 8 a.m. It's
And they're like $9 a pack. Too.
yeah, it's like 9 with the.
Are they really?
Well, I
yeah,
mean, super
fucking
expensive.
expensive.
When you put when a government puts tax on something, the first thing they put it on is alcohol and cigarettes. Yeah, so I think like a pack of cigarettes is like
Syntax.
$11 or something.
I remember when I was a
It's crazy.
kid, and we probably talked about this, but my parents would give me a note to go to the gas station to buy. Please sell my son a carton of Salem Lights.
No shit.
Yep. And the guy would be like, okay, and he'd do it. I'm 100% sure if that note said, please take my son in the back and take out a pack of a case of or a carton of cigarettes out of his ass, he would have done that too. He just would be like, I don't give a shit. You don't need a note.
He probably knew your dad or something like that. It was
Yeah,
a
he probably
local
went
guy.
in there. Yeah, but I mean, he probably didn't give a shit at all.
No.
So there's like these I mean, it's like a little, almost look like a little mini, like almost like a Starbucks. It's like a drive-through for cigarettes. It's like a little tiny, like
Oh, yeah?
like it's not a kiosk, but it's like just like a mini store but it's like a drive-through just for cigarettes. And it's like Lake Cook. So obviously in Lake County, the taxes are cheaper in Lake County, so that's why a lot of people go to Lake County
They'll
versus
drive
Cook
an
County.
extra 10.
Yeah.
Drive an extra 10 minutes to get some
if they're-
cancer sticks.
Yeah, if they're addicted to their cigarettes. But yeah, you know what they don't have anymore? The camels. Remember camels?
Fuck yeah.
So
Those
they
were filterless.
those- no, unfiltered. Yeah,
Yeah, unfiltered, yeah.
So I had an uncle of mine. I think he was an uncle of mine, but he was only like, in hindsight, he's probably like my age now, but he seemed like so much older. But he smoked, I want to say, like 5 packs a day. And he was a smart guy. He was a CPA, and he goes, Teddy, these are going to kill me. And he would just literally, as soon as one would burn out, he would just light another one. And the front of his teeth were yellow.
Yeah, it was
Heck, they
nasty.
still have Camel
His
cigarettes.
fingertips were yellow.
I don't think that brand's gone away.
Yeah,
no,
Joe
they-
Camel. Yeah, remember the Joe Camel?
Well,
The-
the,
I do.
The
They had-
advertising
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
went away.
yeah.
They had to.
But unfiltered, yeah. And he would just
Yeah.
literally, I mean, just like he goes, I can't stop. He goes, yeah, it's going to kill me one day. And he was right. It got him. Yeah, but but he had fun.
I remember
enjoyed
he
it.
was
He
right.
He was right.
One
He
of
was
my
right.
baseball coaches when I was a kid smoked Camels, and he'd be the first base coach, and he'd just be over there huffing away, and he had the fucking Camels with the collapsible pack with the Camel on the front pack. I mean, I remember it like
Actually,
it was yesterday.
my favorite cigarette was the Virginia Slims. He goes, "You come a long way, baby."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Cheryl Teagues
You
in
should
the
be
ad.
proud of yourself.
They had a woman
ladies.
from the 1800s who was like breaking away from her husband. Like,
Yeah.
"You come a long way, baby." I love Virginia Slims.
All right, so Keystone Ice, 5.9% alcohol. That's it. I mean,
Which is still higher than a domestic beer is like what 3-4%. Like Old Style here is 4%. Yeah, so I mean you're getting a little bit more alcohol.
Ted, that's PBR, not Old Style.
yeah, I mean,
I know,
but
PBR.
Old
Natty
pile.
Light is only 4.2. I don't understand. I think I think they're just bringing back something that they can charge so little for that when I walk around a college campus, instead of seeing, like on a Saturday morning, instead of seeing Natty Light cans or Busch Light cans all over, they'll just add Keystone Ice cans. You know, they'll just be like laying all over the
There's
place.
a market for it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Economy beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Economy beers. Because I was looking up something, we'll talk about it next time, but the best beers to have after work.
Anything that's cold.
It was just an article about, I guess, inexpensive after work beers, and these people they got a panel of people together and they talked about it. I didn't read the whole article, so I don't know. I can't even talk about it. I was like what the fuck is the difference between a beer and but they said it had to be taste and economy.
So, I'm not a beer guy, obviously, but so I was on the golf course the other day, and I asked Matt for a beer, and he couldn't spare one because he had a limited amount, which is cool. So I actually got a beer.
Bringing that back up
Yeah.
again.
No, I got a beer from the Cart Girl. I think I got a Coors Light. And actually, that beer tasted so good because it was so hot and so humid. And, I'm honestly, a cold beer when it's super hot, I appreciated that beer.
Yes,
I really
agree.
appreciated that beer. Yeah.
And you want beer that's not super heavy, like a IPA or something like that.
Well,
you want something light and
like a
refreshing.
Hackershire Weiss. I mean, they're good beers, but it's like a heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Guinness.
That's
it's
not
just,
really a walking around in the
No,
golf course
no, it's just like
kind
no.
of beer.
That's like eating a pound of bread beer and like
Yeah.
falling asleep. It's like
Yeah, that's why I like that Stiegel Rattler.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Half grapefruit juice
that
and half
is-
beer. That's actually a perfect beer. I'm
That
not
is
gonna
the
lie, yeah.
best beer on the golf course.
The Stiegel Rattler, cold Stiegel
Hotter
Rattler.
it is, the better that tastes.
And they come in those, what the tall boys, those are freaking
and
good.
I don't even like grapefruit juice. At no point do I would never have grapefruit juice. That beer is one of the most delicious things.
Glenview-
It is.
refreshing
I
things I've
agree
ever
with
had.
Glenview Park Golf Club. When I played there back in the day in league, I would get a couple of those. And those things were actually really satisfying on a cold day. So
What
or on a
kind?
hot day. The Stiegel Rattler.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so.
It's so weird. I feel like I've been around you every time you've ever had a beer. I've been there. Yeah,
He's
it's
not a
just
big beer guy.
Well, I don't-
Yeah, but
Well, I'm not with
notice
you, like-
he mentioned again that
I'm not with you 24/7.
Crown, Jack, I don't know, Black Label. That's
Black
Teddy.
Label.
Yeah.
You don't drink. You've never drank Scotch, have you?
Yeah, I've tried the Johnny Walker Red and Black, and honestly, I'm not a Scotch person.
Yeah.
I've tried everything. I've tried gin. I've tried vodka. It's like okay, but it's just
Gin
like
is awful.
yeah, gin's
Gin
just
is
like
brutal.
Vodka
actually,
just doesn't taste.
I'm gonna honestly
good. Gin is tastes
gin
bad.
like
it
Bom-
tastes actively
Bombay
bad.
Sapphire gin with squirt, not Sprite, but squirt, squirt on ice in a very small dose in a very finite period of time is okay with like even a splash of lemon in it. But like I said, I wouldn't go out of my way for it. But yeah, it's okay. But it has to be Irish stuff. Has to be Irish stuff. Yeah, you can't just, I'm not gonna drink room temperature Bombay Gin out of the bottle.
Yeah.
So you have to Irish up alcohol.
Yes.
Gin, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gin.
Oh
yeah.
no, gin.
Yeah,
Gin
gin
is-
That's why Mark, our former buddy Mark, who I didn't know
He's
this.
still our buddy.
So it's
He's just
funny.
not on the show.
So we were talking the other day with Mark. He goes, Ted, how many episodes do you think I was on here for? And I said, maybe 40. He goes, I was here for a year and a half. I'm like, really?
longer than
He goes
that.
here. So it made me think of the story. So there's a story with Ricky Henderson. Don't interrupt
Oh,
me.
Jesus
So
Christ.
Ricky Henderson was on. You remember John Oliver, the guy who wore the helmet at first base? He
Yeah.
played for So I guess so I guess they were on opposite teams. So Ricky Henderson was on first base and he sees John Oliver with the helmet. He goes, "Hey man, I used to play with a guy with a helmet who wore a helmet on." He goes, "Yeah, that was me. We played on the team for 5 years." He didn't know who he was. That was great. That's what I said.
Ted
Mark,
just-
how long were you here?
Ted just cracks himself
I
up.
know he
he laughs
does.
at his own jokes.
And
That's
he
the
has,
best,
he
man.
has told that story. I think he told that story yesterday.
No, this is the first time I've heard it.
No, but he
Yeah.
told it yesterday. We were sitting there. I'm like, Ted, everyone here, because he's told on the show multiple times. I go, everyone here listens to the show or was on the show. I go, you don't have to tell any. You don't have to say this. And he kept going. I go, you can stop and you keep going.
No, it was weird because I actually had no concept how long Mark was here. I'm like, he goes, you know how long I was here? I'm like, I don't know, like 40, 50 episodes. He goes, I was here for like 2 years, man. I'm like, really?
160 something episodes. Yeah, because he got mad. Mark listened when I asked Ted. I said something about it. And he goes, Ted, how long do you think? And even then, when Ted had the opportunity to say a lot bigger number yesterday, he went like this. He went 30.
30. He made quite the impression on you.
A couple of weeks. I don't know.
Twice. Yeah. It was so bizarre.
The details get filled in slowly but surely.
It's like going to a carnival and you say, how many jelly beans are in this big jar, and we'll give you like a
30.
You win a prize. It's like there's like 500. You say 25.
1, 2,
or
11.
Guess the person's weight. Yeah. I'm terrible at those games.
Yeah. Over.
Under.
Yeah, I would definitely say he's underweight.
Yeah.
Just definitely. Yeah. It's for a size.
Yeah.
For a size. All right. Let's get this rolling. This is the Real Three Idiots podcast, and today in history, in 1792,
okay,
America forever became dumber when they let Kentucky in as their 15th state.
Man, I like Kentucky, man. Come on, why keep doing that?
Kentucky is the worst freaking state besides Illinois in the Union.
No, Kentucky is the worst. You ready? And I know I'm going to get some shit for this, but I really don't care. So I found some stuff out about Kentucky. Kentucky has the highest smoking rate.
I believe that.
The highest cancer rate.
I didn't know that.
The highest child obesity rate.
I didn't know that. I'm sure you're not talking about Mississippi?
I'm keeping on going.
Adult obesity, not child obesity.
The highest poverty rate.
Oh, that's amazing.
And this one absolutely blew my mind. The highest human trafficking rate in our entire country.
No freaking way.
Yeah.
Wow. Which is ironic because actually, you know what I read about Kentucky the other day? It's actually one of the there's like 5 states in the country, the cheapest cost of living. Kentucky's in the top 5.
I wonder why.
Pittsburgh, Kentucky, Mississippi, I think Alabama.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's a city though.
Yeah, but no, but Pittsburgh, but not Kentucky, but somewhere
Pittsburgh,
Kentucky.
the state.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So,
Pittsburgh,
yeah.
the state. Yeah. Well,
I
was thinking about the human
Shocked.
trafficking thing, but you could probably trick anybody into your van or barn with like a Twinkie, right? Because they're just so fat and stupid, right? So you could just, it'd be so easy.
Well, they're hungry.
Yeah, so
they're
it's
hungry.
not really,
They're
it's
hungry.
not really a thing.
And I bet you a big chunk of that is child trafficking too. I mean,
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. It's
just nasty shit.
Yeah.
When you said 1792, because I've got a bourbon 1792 that's named after Kentucky. And I was
you knew it. You did raise your hand. I'm like,
yeah.
don't ruin this for me. I really hate
Oh,
Kentucky.
I thought you were going to say like Christopher Columbus, 1792. We sailed the ocean blue.
14.
Oh,
that was
that's
300 years earlier. Ted.
Someone discovered America if it wasn't
Don't you
him,
know
right?
the rhyme in 1492? Columbus sailed the
Yes,
ocean
I thought it was
blue, sat on the
1792.
grass, tickled his ass in 1492.
Okay, I didn't.
I don't know
get
why
that
he
part.
sat on the grass. I don't know where that part came in, but that's the part that helped me remember. Okay, so went on a golf trip with Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny Fritz's.
You got to tell that story.
Jimmy and Charles,
Yeah.
right? And
good.
whenever we go on a golf trip, I find out things, okay?
About the individuals?
About individuals, but just stuff in general. I found out this. There's a magazine, as we're talking, because we're driving up there on Friday, and both of them are still working. So they're on the phone, on the computer.
3 of you rode together.
Yeah. I drove, and so that the 2 of them could work.
Right.
And
Because you don't have a job.
I have 2 fucking jobs, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not real jobs. but
Okay,
I have 2
all
jobs.
right.
I have 2 places I go where they give me money to do nothing.
For you to show up and wait to get fired.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't want to get fired from the golf
Such
course.
like a city employee.
I would just like to take the time to say this if my boss at the golf course is working. My favorite place. You're an awesome boss. And it would be awful if I had to leave.
And
So
when
thank you.
your new club's going to get here, by the way?
I just looked them up. God damn it. Yeah. There's a magazine, if you can believe this, called Walls and Ceilings.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
This is a Walls and Ceilings owned by my company.
Yeah. Jimmy, I don't know how it worked out, but one of them were doing it. I'm just like, I heard that. Yeah. I go, Scott said Walls and Ceilings. Yeah. And and then I thought about this. I said the only thing I could imagine that was more boring would be floors and doors. But the door of the month girl is amazing in floors and doors. So
We had Floor Trends.
oh God, I don't even want to know that. Okay, so when we were golfing, we were talking about different movies and different things, right? And I found out that Charles has never seen the movie Alien.
Oh, Sigourney Weaver?
Yep,
Really?
the original.
That's a
So
classic.
Horny Beaver?
Yeah. She was,
I don't
she was,
understand
Actually, she was
where
hot.
that
That one
comes
scene when she
from.
was in her panties, the little white panties. Yeah, that was hot. That was
she
hot.
was attractive, but she was never really.
I mean, she
I
wasn't
don't
hot.
know.
She wasn't hot, but she had a great body.
Yeah.
Back in
Yeah,
the day,
I guess.
So,
I guess she was kind of like Kelly McGillis hot, but
Yeah,
not hot.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Not hot,
that's
but
a,
hot.
that's
She
a good
was-
analogy.
No,
Yeah.
actually, no. She was like the chick in the bar at like 2 a.m. where like all the guys are there.
The
And
hot
she's
one?
like the only one, and she was like the least bad option. Yeah. And then she got better looking the more beer you drank. Yeah, that's what she is. Okay, I got it now. Got it. All right.
I'm sorry, that just comes in my head every time I hear her name.
Yeah. No, but I thought it was impossible. And I said, not none of it. Never. Not a part of it. Not a minute of it. Not some of it.
None of the series. None of them.
No, not just Alien. The original one.
He's seen the others?
Yeah. The original one that has literally spawned, I think there's been 10 or 12 movies, and he's never seen the original one.
Alien versus Predator, Alien 2, blah, blah, blah.
I will say I watched Alien Badlands. It wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of.
That's the one that just came out like a couple months ago?
Yeah, I got in the magic box, and I'll tell you what, man. Amazingly, I'm like, I'm going to turn this shit on. I'm not going to pay attention.
I'm going to have a gummy. I'm going to have a beer and hang out.
Yep. I'm just not going to pay attention. I'm going to do other things, and all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, fuck, this is cool.
What's the movie The Thing? The Thing where they make it in the lab, and that's kind of like, I thought that was
called
Alien.
The Thing.
Kirk Russell. That is.
So I thought
Kurt Russell,
I was conflated the Alien and The Thing, but it's not the same, though, because Alien's
Alien.
Alien. Yeah.
The Thing is
Wait,
just the Thing.
The Thing,
do you not know the difference between the movie The Thing and
I do
the
now.
Alien?
I do now, yeah.
Okay,
I
because
do
they're
now.
very different
Yes.
movies.
Okay.
Scott, he thought Mark was on the show for 30 episodes, like half a year.
And actually, I didn't know
Half
this.
a
I didn't know
year.
this, too. They actually had Jean-Claude Van... Remember the movie Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, yeah.
So Jean-Claude Van Damme was the Predator, and I think they let him go, and then they got this other guy to be the Predator, which is weird because he's in a full bodysuit, so how do you even tell who it is? That's why it's weird.
Yeah, I guess he fucked everything
He
up.
fucked- he must have
he just fucked it up.
It's not even him.
Okay, but this is the best thing that happened on the trip.
So wait, Charles has never seen the movie Alien. That's unusual.
It's very unusual. Okay, this is the best thing. We're out to eat at a restaurant right by Johnny's. It's a very small town. I mean, extremely small town. It's a restaurant. It's out on. It looks out on a lake. Here's the thing. We decide to go there, and as we're driving there, because we just want to eat something close by where he's at and get out on the boat. We start drinking, get out on the boat.
Yeah,
Do
you
wanna
don't
go
want to have
swimming,
him
do
cook
whatever.
or barbecue. Just get right to it.
Right. He was like, just go to this place. He's like, all right, we'll go to this place. He's fine. And as we're getting there, he's just like, last couple times you went there, food hasn't been very good, service has been pretty shitty. And I was like, oh, man.
Thanks for setting the
But-
stage.
but
Okay.
it's Sunday,
It got worse.
and the two other restaurants in the town are closed on Sunday for religious reasons.
Oh,
Yeah,
I-
so this is basically
Because
it.
it's a sundown town.
Indiana Bible
this is-
Belt.
Yeah, so this is it. Okay, so we get in there, and everything should have tipped us off. Everything. There's so many things that should have tipped us off that this was going to be awful. Okay, I order my first beer. The girl says, we don't have it. Okay, I order my second beer, a Yingling on tap. She comes back and says, I don't have it, and she brings me a Yingling Light. She goes, but we have a Yingling Light.
It's called Flight.
Flight.
But it's a light beer.
Right.
But I
And
didn't
I
even
go-
know they had that.
So I said, very simply, you don't have Yingling? She goes, it's Sunday. You know how it is. I said, no. I said, I don't know. I said, and I literally looked at her. I said, I have no idea how it is. I have no idea how it
Why
is.
would the day of the week matter?
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. If I go, but I don't want that. I don't want to
Maybe they went out on Saturday night and they ran out. I don't know.
Yeah. But so I said, take that away.
Yeah, I don't want.
But then, everything left is just nothing I want, and I ended up ordering a Coors Light, and I was thinking, and then I'm thinking to myself, fuck, I should have just drank the Yingling Light. But
Right.
whatever. We order our food. Okay. We all order. Jimmy orders a hamburger, and he says, "I'd like my hamburger." And again, these are all just things that are popping up
Yep.
that tell us we should just pay for our drinks, get the fuck out, and just find something in his freezer to eat,
or not eat.
Yeah, or not eat.
Right.
Just drink our
Yep,
dinner.
yep.
And he goes, "I'll take my hamburger medium rare." And she looks right at him and she goes, "Well, we're going to make it medium well." And then she looks at me and she goes, "What do you want?"
That's hilarious.
And
Never heard that before.
and it just kind of happened, right? And we're again, all these things when you look back on it, fine. So we get our food. 3 of us do. Jimmy does not get his.
Wait.
Don't give anything away.
No, here's what I didn't ask you. What did Charles and Johnny get? Because it sounds like their food came out okay.
Well,
Never told me what they
it couldn't
got.
have because Charles barely finished his food. I think he got a BLT or something.
And then what did Fritzy
I don't
get?
remember what Fritzy got.
Oh,
I
Was
have no
there was
idea.
there
You don't
anyone
care about
else?
Fritzy.
Was there anyone
You
else
don't
in
care
the
about
restaurant?
Fritzy.
A few people, a couple of just drunk. Sitting
this
in
is
a-
Sunday.
It's
This
a
is a
Sunday. It's 4:00. It's 80 degrees out.
Yeah.
And I don't know why people are in a bar. Okay?
Right.
So now the 3 of us get our food and Jimmy doesn't.
Right.
So I said, okay. She goes, "I'll come back with your hamburger." Now I ordered a chicken sandwich. I asked for lettuce, tomato, pickles. I got a chicken on a bun.
No sides.
No nothing. No nothing. I asked for barbecue sauce, didn't get it. Asked actually 3 times, still never got it. Then they bring out Jimmy's hamburger and they put it down in front of him. And She starts to walk away, and Jimmy goes, just a second. He goes, let's see, I see my hamburger bun. I see my lettuce, my tomatoes, my pickles, my onions. He goes, there's no bun. There's no burger on this bun.
What?
There's no hamburger on the bun.
No burger?
There's no hamburger on the bun. And now, the one girl's standing there, and the other girl kind of, Jimmy, because Jimmy's kind of loud, and she hears this, and she comes over, and the two of them are standing there just staring down at a hamburgerless bun, right? And the one girl goes, she goes, just as perfect, hillbilly droll. Well, I ain't never seen that before. And the other girl looks right at her, and she goes, I ain't never seen that before either.
Yeah.
It's still cooking, that's why.
Actually, all you needed was the Deliverance banjo music in the background to make it perfect.
Yeah. Do you know where the hamburger was? This is the wildest part
this is the best part
of the story.
I heard the story before, that's why I'm not paying attention.
I ordered a chicken sandwich with Swiss cheese. So I see my bun, my top bun, a piece of chicken, and I see what I thought was my bottom bun with cheese on it. Because it's just covered in cheese. So I put my chicken sandwich on top, of what I think is a bun.
Oh,
and I put a little ketchup on it because that's all we got. You got no mustard, no nothing.
Ketchup on chicken?
I wanted barbecue sauce, but I didn't have time to wait. Mm-hmm. So those two, Johnny and Charles, start eating. Jimmy's got nothing to eat. They go, we'll make you another one. So I'm like, okay. I lift it up, take a bite, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's a well done, and I mean like almost burnt hamburger that is my bun. That's what it was.
The bottom part of your bun?
That was the bun. I didn't have a bottom part of a bun. I had the hamburger as the bun.
So you had a bun, chicken, and then a burger?
A burger that I thought was a bun. I was like, what the fuck? Because it tasted weird.
Oh my God, dude! Those guys must have been on acid or something.
No, I said meth. Everyone's taking meth in the kitchen. Obviously.
So they tell Jimmy, we're going to get you your hamburger right away. 25 minutes.
No shit.
We are done eating, and Jimmy is he's upset.
Oh, and he's the king of one-liners too when it comes to shit. Oh
but
my
he's
God.
got the right to be upset. I mean, because that's a huge fucking
Jimmy, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
You're better off getting the gas station pizza. I mean, at that point, like I said, in hindsight, like I said, you should have just paid for your drinks and just said, you know what, we're done, we're out. Because
25 minutes?
It's a clusterfuck.
25 minutes
to fucking grill a burger?
And guess what? Well, you know why? It came out charcoal, well done, just absolutely burnt to a crisp. Just like well done. That's what she said. She said it was going to be fucking well done, and it was well done. And
wow,
I was just livid.
Did you pay for your food? I mean,
so stupid. Well, Jimmy didn't pay for his.
Yeah,
and she was just like, he goes, I'm not paying for this, blah blah blah. And she was just like, oh, well, okay. And then she goes and do her thing to take it off. We told her, I don't know, 3 times that we wanted the bills all together. She came out with 4 separate bills. Yeah, it was just the whole.
Sounds like that chick at Howard.
No, it's like Costanza.
Yeah.
Just do the opposite. Like Costanza, just do the opposite. Like I live in my parents' basement, and I'm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was so bizarre, and I look at Johnny and I go, Johnny, this place is fired.
Yes.
He goes, what does that mean? I go, never again. Never again.
Johnny has never been there. He didn't know.
I guess it's been going. He did. Like I said, he said, the last couple times, food's been pretty shitty and the service has been bad. I'm
let's drive
well,
by.
we got a combo. We got a combo of all of it because the guy, the cook, and the kid came out with a new burger, and he stood over us, and I swear to God, I'm telling you, man, it was weird. I'm like, he goes, here you go. Here's your burger. I was like, oh my God. I was thinking, did you make this? Oh my God.
I wouldn't touch that burger.
Yeah. I'm like, this isn't even a
Would
hamburger.
you just lose your appetite just seeing who actually made your burger?
Yeah, Jimmy, I don't think
it wasn't
Jimmy
like fucking
ate it.
No hairnet, no gloves.
It wasn't like fucking Wolfgang Puck made your
Hairnet
burger.
and gloves. I don't think he had a goddamn brain.
Yeah.
I think a hairnet and gloves would be too hard for him to put on.
You know, he had the fucking meth teeth. He had the fucking stain teeth.
Dude,
he was fucking hitting the pipe hard. That's what he had.
I'm telling you, man, he looked like he was stoned out of his mind. Because how does he not put it on there? And then the waitress who takes it out is like, wow, this is a really light hamburger. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
And how did the chicken end up on top of the burger? I don't understand that.
How did it become the bun? I'm looking at it. I'm thinking
it became like Bette Midler. It becomes the roll.
Well, that's why Jimmy goes, because I told him, I said this. I go, I know where your hamburger is. I go, it's right here. I showed him, and he goes, how did you not think that? I go, I just thought it was another piece of bread. I thought like maybe it was rye bread, and they were just too stupid. And I'm like, I'm hungry. I just want to eat.
The burger was on the bottom of the the chicken sandwich.
And, well,
So it was
You know-
burger,
you know-
chicken.
You know what that's like?
top of
That's,
the
you know what
bun.
that's like? That's like the calls coming from within the house. Ah! That's what that was. Who's calling me? He's calling from fucking upstairs, idiot. He's right there.
And the two girls, once they said,
Oh my God.
I never seen that before. The other one looked at the one and goes, she goes like this. She goes, where do you think the hamburger went? And that's what I was thinking.
She's
I'm
checking her shirt.
I'm like, yeah. Where do you think the hamburger went? Because at that point we didn't know it
Chicken
was on
burger,
my, yeah, it
double
was on my
stacked.
on my
Oh my
plate.
God, dude.
So I'm thinking, what did this guy do? Did he just did he make it and just eat the hamburger and be like, oh no?
The scariest
I
thing
don't know.
was it took you a hot minute to recognize it. That's the scariest
Ted,
thing.
I-
Dude, he
I didn't
scooped,
notice
he
it.
scooped
You
up
don't
the
even know what I'm
burger.
looking
Then on the same spatula, he picked up the chicken and threw it down. He forgot that the burger was on the spatula when he grabbed the chicken and threw it down. He didn't know.
So he picked his nose, and then it didn't quite make it to his mouth. Like
Yeah.
it just ran across his lip. and
Look, all quality
he's,
control.
he's biting it. He's like, where the fuck did that booger go?
all-
What are you fucking talking
all-
about?
How stupid do you have to be to do this?
All quality control is out the window on that one. All right. So
Yes.
let's just get over
Yes.
this.
Yes. And then I did something I don't normally do.
Didn't tip.
I gave $1. Actually, I gave 89 cents because it was, say, $27.15 or something. And
Yeah.
I gave her $28.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
Service was horrendous.
fucking ridiculous. And again, for me personally, no anything I wanted on my actual chicken sandwich, which by the way tasted like it was well done too.
Sure.
And I never got my barbecue sauce.
So here's what
I
I would
just
do.
kept asking and asking, and then after a while, Johnny Fritz goes, "Hey man," he goes, "You want me to get your barbecue sauce?" I'm like, "No." She's just clearly. She either doesn't know where it is, or she just doesn't want to bring it to me.
No,
Sorry,
actually,
we
so-
don't have it.
So actually, here's the counterintuitive thing to do.
You know, Sunday.
No, here's the counterintuitive thing. So
I'm sorry. Yeah,
So
Sunday.
go to a restaurant. I want to go back to that restaurant. Go back to that restaurant when you're like super drunk and high, and knowing that you're going to get terrible service, and just
is everything drunk and high?
Because you're already drunk and high, so you don't care. But then just order your drinks, which I'm sure they can pull off. But then when you order the food and particularly fuck it up, and just go with it. Just go with it for like an hour. Just hey, this is wrong. And then you could just go at the end like, hey, I'm not paying for any of this, just for the entertainment value, because
Teddy,
it's
that's just
because
too
it's
much
so, because it's so
work.
absurd.
It sounds like that's a
And
terrible
actually,
story.
go,
man.
go eat. Go eat before you go to the restaurant because you're not even hungry. Because you know you're going to get you're gonna eat anywhere. So
Teddy,
you're on a
that's-
full
that's-
stomach.
That's vengeance.
Exactly.
I don't
Vengeance
actually,
saith the Lord.
Yeah, vengeance is mine. See, not mine. It's vengeance is his, not mine. I mean, it's just too much work
Yeah.
to. I mean, it was so mind blowing.
Yeah.
And then of course, because Jimmy's Jimmy, continuously from that moment on
He couldn't get over
till
it.
the
yeah.
time
Yeah.
we got out of the car on the
Obviously.
ride home,
Yep.
just constantly. Yeah, and then
I
we
can't
went,
wait to see him next
yeah,
time.
and
And
we
ping
went to
him.
eat Monday, and we went to a restaurant, completely different restaurant, fantastic.
In the same town, the Hamilton
No,
area.
different town.
Like
great
on the way
restaurant.
on the way back
Yeah.
home. Yeah. Okay.
Right on a lake and everything, and so Jimmy had a little fun at the other. I mean,
Yeah,
the
of
poor
course he did,
waitress.
yeah.
The poor waitress had no idea. He ordered a hamburger because he
Yeah.
didn't get his one from yesterday. She goes, "Does that come with actual meat?" And of course,
And she
she's-
doesn't-
she
doesn't know
looks
what he's
at it
talking
right.
about,
She has
yeah.
no idea,
Yeah.
so she looks at him, and I go, ignore him. He's a fucking moron. But yeah, and she just looks at him like, I don't even know how to answer that.
Yeah, you know that's like going out with a woman who cheated on you with like 5 different guys, and then you find a new woman. It's like, are you going to fuck 5 different guys too? And she's like, what are you talking about? See, he has there's no frame of reference there.
Ted, you have a lot of
No, I'm just saying.
women issues.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's Jimmy, though.
There's no
I mean,
frame of reference.
That's
Yeah, so,
funny.
yeah.
That's,
yeah, but I mean, he never. I don't think we went more than 10 minutes without him bringing
and
it
he's
up.
all through the golf course on Monday.
All through the golf course.
one-liners.
Yeah.
Just constant.
Oh,
just
my God.
constantly. And Johnny Fritz he's playing poor. He's playing bad.
I
so he's
heard-
getting frustrated.
I heard Johnny was
Terrible.
not playing very well. That
Terrible. He had
trip.
one good day, and he wasn't my partner.
Oh my God.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. I had the two worst days. They were my partner.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Fritz were your partners?
Yeah. Fritz played so bad the second day that we called, we said, you're pulling a Mara. Yeah. Yeah, and I think he shot a 98, and Jimmy, I go, you shot as bad as Mara. Mara goes, I only shot a 97. I'm like, what do you? It's it's nothing to be proud of, man. I don't understand.
A
What
couple
we're being
strokes
proud
away
of.
from big 3 numbers.
Yeah, no shit. All right, Teddy, let's get to your tip.
Sure.
Okay. All right. I have a little sponsor here. Did you read the tip?
I read it briefly.
He's reading it as
No,
we
actually,
speak.
I don't even have to read the tip because I read it and I already know what the answer is, so I don't have to see it. So.
Really?
Yep.
Ooh.
Because you know what?
You don't have to read it
Nope.
because you read it.
I
and
read
you already know the answer.
I read it a half a second. I read it for a half a second. I'm like, oh, that guy fucked up, and I already know what's going on. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. But
fucked up.
But we're not here to call the guy out. He wants help.
Yeah.
Ted's business tips. That's what we're getting into here.
Yeah, I'll help him.
There's a little business related this time. Okay. Ted's tips are brought to you by. Whoa. Oh yeah. Ted's tips are brought to you by Dell's Kitty Combat. Are you tired of the same old kids' parties? Sick of petting zoos, magicians, clowns, and strippers? It's time for Dell's Kitty Combat. Dell's Kitty Combat has everything kids love. Violence, fighting, and ultimate domination over the weak. At Dell's Kitty Combat, kids can fight in one of our custom battle zones. And Dell's is proud to announce the grand opening of the Melee Room. For the first time ever, all of the young combatants don't just battle each other, they battle wild animals as well. Don't worry, the animals are partially tranquilized and declawed. And always, after the slaughter, the kids can enjoy pizza and soda at our Annihilation Cafe. Dell's Kitty Combat is 100% non-lethal, and all injuries will be treated by our in-house medical facility. Make your next party a bloodshed bash at Dell's Kitty Combat. Go to kittycombat.com today.
I wish they had that when my kids were little. That sounds like a really fun time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kids would totally be into that.
Oh, my God. Just beating the crap out of each other.
Oh, my God. Killing a few things along the way. That'd be great.
Now they got it's fun to kill animals.
So actually, I saw a commercial. Medieval Times on Roselle Road on 90.
Did they get to kill? Did they kill the horses?
No, Medieval Times.
Just each other?
No. So I finally saw a commercial, and they actually showed like the actual actors who actually do the jousting and everything, and the night play and everything. And they're all young guys, good-looking guys. But they're like, yeah, come to me. No, but I'm saying, yeah,
obviously.
But I'm saying they're all saying, yeah, come to Medieval Times. We got this new setup where we're doing all these cool things. And actually, it's funny they don't show the actual. Like what people are, they show them like when they're practicing because they have to practice in advance, before they.
Oh, that's how you can tell they're good looking.
Yeah, they're like in their like regular clothes. They're not like dressed up as knights and everything.
Tank tops and some tight shorts.
But I think the food.
Working out.
But I think the food there is just like chicken and
sweating.
It's just like basically stuff. But
so
it's like
you get like a turkey leg and shit.
You get a turkey leg. Yeah,
you can't eat. You got to eat with your hands.
I'm not sure. I've never been.
It's funny.
I've never
been there. Yes.
Oh, you've been there.
Yes.
Everybody's been there.
Jousting.
Have you never been there?
No, I've never been there. That's what I'm asking. So
I don't think it's still. Is it still there?
It's still there.
Is it really?
I just saw the commercial for it the other day.
I thought it was like the Now Arena or something.
No, I saw it. Yeah,
it's right off of 90, right?
It's right at Roselle Road. Like if you get off on Roselle Road, it's like right.
I did not know that still existed.
I can't remember.
That's why I saw the
recently.
commercial. That's why I saw the commercial the other day.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought when you said the other day, you meant like 164 episodes ago.
Yeah.
When Mark was here.
Yes. I saw it the other day, like 2006.
No, I literally saw it like yesterday. I'm like, oh, Medieval Times is still a thing because it's funny. I don't drive that way anymore, but I guess because it's huge. You can't miss it. It's a fucking castle.
I guess I have missed it because I've gone that way plenty of times and I don't remember seeing it. Yeah, but I don't remember seeing it.
It's a castle. You can't miss it.
Ted, does it look like a castle?
It does. There's no moat, but there's a castle.
God help me here.
It's still open.
It's still open. It's still there.
We should go there.
We
should go there. I mean, it would be cool not to go there with your family.
Children.
No, I know, but the funny thing, just go there as adults and just obviously be completely high in stone. They're just like, whoa, this is fucking cool.
So just like 5, 6 guys, we get all liquored up, and all the families are there, and we're. Hey, yeah, let's see. Where's the broads?
And you can buy like the fake axe and everything in the gift shop, and you're freaking hacking away at people.
I'm gonna bring my own crown.
So we all buy an axe and just beat the shit out of each other while they're beating the shit. How long do you think we last? 20 minutes before we get kicked out?
I don't know. They'd have to have some big bouncers.
Daddy, they ruined the hot men fighting.
Wear a crown. I'm gonna poison my brother because he's next to the throne. That's what real worth is like. Yeah, he's not. That motherfucker's not gonna be the king. For my dead body.
What a great show that was.
Teddy stands up. He runs out. And he goes, stop. Everybody stops. He goes, that's not how you do it. You're gonna poison him. I mean, this is. Why'd you? You're wasting your time here. The easiest way to. And Teddy could go through the 55 or 60 poisons that he knows that would do it.
Louis III, you're going to make a great king. Why don't you drink this right now, and we'll talk about your coronation tomorrow.
All right, Teddy, we got to get to your tip. Are you ready for your tip?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Ted, I got a promotion at work about 4 months ago. It sucks. The juice is definitely not worth the squeeze. I don't like that particular phrase. I've never liked that. You say that every once in a while.
I use it often.
I've heard that before.
It's not my thing. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, Scott says that a lot.
No, I've never heard him say that. I've never heard him say that. Oh. But I've heard that expression before. But I've never heard Scott say that.
You thought Mark was on the show for 2 weeks. So, yeah. All right. Way more work, and the money isn't worth the aggravation. What do you think the odds are I could ask for my old job position back, or am I going to need to look somewhere else? And then he adds some prophetic words. Be careful what you wish for. It isn't always a pot of gold. Sometimes it's a bucket of shit. Aaron, 42, Altoona, Pennsylvania. And then he adds, if you guys are interested, we have a pickled palooza coming to Altoona at the end of August. Everything pickles, including, this is just nauseating, pickle beer and pickle whiskey. Oh, my God. That actually made it worse. My wife says you can stay with us because she's going to be on a trip with her friends that week. There's also a brine chug contest that you have to try.
How about a formaldehyde contest where we just get fucking buried in your crawl space? You can find us 30 years later. Like, the 3 idiots disappeared in Altoona, Pennsylvania. They were never heard from again. Oh, they were found in John Wayne Gacy's crawl space.
So Aaron's
crawl space
just offered for us to stay with him at a cool kind of pickle thing, even though everything in there sounded gross. And you've just compared our listener, who's offered us to stay, with John Wayne Gacy.
I just don't want to get murdered.
Serial killer.
One of the few, one of our few listeners that actually offered for us to stay at their place.
I'm sure Aaron's a nice guy.
That's been kind of stopped recently.
Yes,
I'm sure Aaron's a nice guy.
Except for the
except for the job part. He fucked up. He accepted the promotion.
Okay,
he fucked up.
But now,
why would you not accept the promotion?
I'm going to tell. That's the tip. I'm going to tell you in a minute.
Okay, go for it, Teddy. Help.
Okay, yeah. So
Aaron,
obviously, unbeknownst to you, unfortunately, you drank the Kool-Aid and you thought by getting a promotion that somehow this was going to lead to a greater salary. But actually what it led to was a very incremental increase in your current salary with a lot more stress and headaches and responsibility that's not commensurate to what you're actually making. So, yeah. So, obviously, you can't ask for your own job. You can't ask for your old job back because that makes you look like a loser. So, you can't do that.
So, he's not going to work at it.
No,
so, if he doesn't keep his job, he's not going to be able. You don't think he's going to be able to work at his company?
No, what he can do, there's two options. You can. Your current position, whatever it is, you could just be as minimally, marginally competent as you can without going above and beyond.
It'd be so shitty.
Above and beyond. But like I said, but the overall big picture, the big takeaway is when you work for a company, a large company, you never want to be the highest paid employee. You don't want to be the smartest employee. You don't want to stand out. You want to kind of just be middle of the road, just average. Actually, what you want to do is present yourself as slightly average or below average. Actually, you want to present yourself as mildly incompetent. No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
This is terrible advice.
This is great advice. You want to present yourself as just mildly incompetent, but not incompetent enough to get fired. Just incompetent enough to do your job well, but where your handlers don't trust you to handle anything important, and that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot, man. So if you get that sweet spot, not that you are incompetent, but that's how you want to present yourself. Because when you're the most competent guy, guess who gets the most work? Guess who gets the most trust? You do. So you get all the responsibility with none of the salary increases. So what you want is to be the guy who's just, we can't trust you. We don't want to fire you because we need you, but we can't trust you with anything important. That's the guy you want to be. So even though you're making, say, $5,000 or $10,000 less, after taxes, it's negligible anyway. So that's what you want to do. So my advice to you is if you stay in your current position, just do the bare, I wouldn't say do the bare, just do what's minimally necessary to just keep your job. But if it's too much stress for you, look elsewhere and find something commensurate or similar. And then if you get to the new company, just be in the middle of the pack.
Be as close to grossly incompetent as you can and still keep your job.
Keep your job, yeah. Because like I said, unless you're getting stock options or golden parachutes, it's not worth it because that extra $5,000 increase after. Think about it. Just think about it after
stock
taxes.
Options, golden parachutes for incompetence.
It's not worth it.
Great.
Yeah, but I'm saying unless you're hitting home runs, the difference between a $50,000 salary and a $60,000 salary is negligible after you factor in taxes and everything. So yeah. So if you're gonna make, if you know what your salary range is, that extra getting promoted to whatever level you are is not worth it unless it's like double what you're making right now. So if it's just like something negligible, like say 10, 15%, figuring after taxes, it's negligible. So yeah, so just do what you got to do to get through the day. You don't want to be a superstar. You don't want to be a rock star at your company. You want to just blend in and just do what's minimally necessary. So yeah, you fucked up by you drank the Kool-Aid. It's not your fault. We've all been there before.
So wait, so when Aaron goes home and his wife says, "How was work?" He says, "Pretty good. I was mildly incompetent today." And she would say, "Good job, honey.
Attaboy.
You're the best. You're a fucking genius. Good job listening to Ted."
Well, number one, why would you tell your wife anything? Okay, that's fuck up number 2. So you fucked up by getting the promotion,
And
then you
you're
fucked up by
incompetent
telling
with that, too.
and then you fucked up by telling your wife how your day was. Yeah, don't tell her anything. It's none of her business. Just
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Ted is spitting the truth there.
Jesus Christ! I mean, she
Do you
might
want
just
to
ask.
Do you want a tip or do you want to be a loser? Take your pick.
Listen,
If you want to be a loser, just turn off this podcast right now. I don't care.
Listen, Aaron.
Or if you want a
Aaron,
tip, then
Aaron,
listen.
We need listeners. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay.
No, seriously, man.
but
yeah, all your wife needs to know is that if she asks you how you're doing, you say all is well. Just say all is well. Go get a beer out of the fridge, get an old style or whatever, or get a Keystone Light out of the fridge, whatever it is. Yeah, don't worry about it. You don't have to. You don't have to report to your wife.
Where
you
did
don't have to
this
debrief
come
her.
from?
Yeah.
I didn't
You just
say.
asked me.
I didn't say she was grilling him. It's like, sit down and tell me exactly everything that happened today. Tell me how grossly incompetent
Listen,
you were. You fucking
here's
loser.
Here's tip number 2. When you talk to your spouse about your job,
Jesus Christ.
you want to be vague, intermittent, and unverifiable. They don't need to know anything. Just say, yeah, everything's good. Just keep it vague. You don't have to give any specifics about anything, and just keep walking. In fact, don't even stop when you talk to them. Just keep walking while you're speaking to them. But in terms of your job, like I said, yeah. So you got promoted. You got promoted to the level of your incompetence. Okay, cool. But if you can keep that position without getting fired, but doing the bare minimum, that's good. But like I said, if they're expecting more of you and it's too much for you, then yes, I would start looking elsewhere. Obviously, not telling your current employer that you're doing that. And then if you find something else, and like I said, don't be the superstar, don't be the rock star, just be middle of the road. Don't be the smartest. Actually, let the smartest guy be the smartest guy. You know, the cool thing is, I love the smartest guy because the smartest guy gets all the attention. He's making probably like 10% more than you, and he's doing 3 times as much more work than you. So, yeah, so you know what he is? He's a useful idiot.
Aaron, you just got double dose of Ted advice. Not only business advice, but marriage advice. Don't say anything verifiable.
Yeah.
No.
Don't slow down. Just keep walking.
Just keep walking.
Vague.
Keep walking, yeah.
Was it vague?
Intermittent and unverifiable. Intermittent and unverifiable. Yeah, that's what you want, brother. So, or intermittent. That means it comes around once. It's like Halley's Comet. It comes there once every 75 years. It's intermittent. That's Halley's Comet. And then 75 years, then it's gone, and then 75 years later it comes back again. It's called intermittent.
And then if your bitch ass wife even asks you,
I didn't call her a bitch.
Anything. If your wife even asks, okay, all right, you're correct.
Yeah.
Oh, she might be hot, so she wouldn't be a bitch. She's hot. If your wife even hints about anything you did that day, you just keep on walking. Don't even say a fucking word to her.
You can say a word.
What is wrong with you?
You say a word, but just don't. You don't tell her everything. It's not like you don't have to. Tell her the fucking Holy Grail. Just say just say all is well. Here's
I got the promotion. I'm making more money. You can go get your nails done now on a regular basis, honey. Everything's good.
You're my wife. Ask me how my day was.
Ted, how was your wife? How was your day? Teddy, how was your work day today?
All is well.
Yeah.
All is well. It's all good.
Did you have any stressful interactions?
All is well. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
How
are you doing with that new promotion?
It's all good.
Really?
Thank you so much.
How are those D-bags that work for you?
It's working out pretty well. Thank you so much.
I need a beer. We forgot to add. Where's my fucking beer?
See?
What the hell is...
So he's not telling his wife anyway.
Christ.
But listen.
I honestly...
Aaron, here's what you do. You got to ride this out. You've only been doing it 3 or 4 months. You got to give it at least 6 months. Get into a groove and figure your shit out. If you like the company, you like the place, it fits in with your schedule, it'll work itself out. 4 months is not enough time. If in 6 to 8 months it's still a drag, you're not working it, take that elevated job title and get on the market, and that'll get you a better job. That's where you get the big bumps in your career, is when you change jobs.
That is true. I agree with Scotty. So actually,
so he can use that promotion.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so the thing, actually, me personally, and Scott,
but then he's going to be stuck at the same... He's going to be stuck doing that level of job that, unless they pay him a ridiculous amount of money, he's not going to want to do.
He took it because he's getting more money, more responsibility. Maybe he's getting a free parking spot. I don't know, something like that. But 3 to 4 months is not enough time. Go for it for a little bit longer.
But Scott's right. The time to make, actually, the biggest pay bump you're going to get is when you actually switch companies, because if you get promoted within your company, it's like 5%, 3%. But like if another company wants you, you'll get like a $10,000 raise, a $15,000 raise, which, in the scheme of things isn't great. But the point is, if you're doing the same job and it's not like 2 hours away from your house, yeah. So switching companies is actually the best way to get.
It would be hard to be intermittent in only 4 months.
I'm talking about intermittent with your current employer.
Right,
or
that's
your
what I'm
spouse,
saying. But
or
it's
your
hard
spouse.
to. But it's hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Communications with your
So he
spouse
doesn't
should
want to be
intermittent.
intermittent at work.
No.
You can't be intermittent at work. But yeah, but actually you can be intermittent at work. You don't want to advertise yourself. You just want to just do what's minimally necessary to get the job done. You want to be almost invisible, where people they
Mildly
see you.
incompetent.
Just mildly
intermittent,
and unverifiable.
invisible.
Or you can
Unverifiable.
do a good job.
Yeah.
Be good at your job. Be proud of what you do, and make money, and go home feeling proud.
But don't let your wife ask you one goddamn question about your day,
Okay.
no matter what.
So,
you
Aaron-
don't tell her a goddamn thing that's happening.
Aaron, my last tip to you. There's a thing. It's called the panopticon. Now, I know you never heard of this, but it's called the panopticon. So the panopticon, it's intermittent and unverifiable. So what it is, so in prisons, what they do, they have a video camera, and there's like the blinking little red light on it, so it makes it look like it's recording you, but it's actually not recording you. But the people think it's recording you. So when they see when the prisoners see the camera kind of swerving back and forth, kind of scrolling through the yard, the prison yard, everyone thinks they're being recorded, but they're not being recorded. But in their mind, they think they're being recorded all the time. That's why it's intermittent and unverifiable. See, that's clever.
Panopticon.
The panopticon. Google it. Panopticon.
You Google it.
So
I don't have to.
panopticon is code for intermittent and unverifiable.
Unverifiable. Yes, sir.
That sounds like a
It's
government
vague.
phrase.
Don't forget to be vague.
It's
if
vague,
you're not
vague,
vague,
yeah,
being
vague, yeah.
intermittent
Vague,
and unverifiable doesn't work.
I'm not saying
And
do that with
intermittent.
I'm not saying do that with your friends, but definitely do that with your employer. Because, like I said, going back to what I said before, your coworkers are not your friends. Your boss is not your friend. They'll be friendly with you, but only insofar as you're useful to them. Once
Do you do that with us?
Well, maybe this podcast. It depends.
Ted,
No,
you're,
but
you're,
like
you're
yesterday-
right about all that stuff, though.
It's
You're
true.
right.
It's
So
true.
yesterday,
true.
when you didn't show up to golf,
Yes,
and then
sir.
you came up with a bullshit
Yes, sir.
excuse,
Yes, sir.
Were you being vague, intermittent, and unverifiable?
100%.
Well, until you called me out and called me a liar, but then
You couldn't verify it.
He was right.
He was being
He
vague.
was right. He was
and
right.
it's intermittent. He's not always like that.
But if you were doing that, it was so obvious you were lying
It's
that
actually funny because it's funny when you say it's funny when you say you did something and someone said you're lying. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, well, I couldn't disagrry with him, but I couldn't say I didn't argue with
Why
him
didn't you just say fuck off?
no,
because he wasn't wrong.
he's a terrible liar.
He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
Holy shit!
Because you met him at the bar after you missed golf.
I
That
missed
was
golf,
your
yeah.
mistake.
I
You
skipped.
should just.
I did skip golf. I had a reason for skipping golf, and it
No, I
was-
don't give a shit anymore. I don't really care what it was. Honestly, I don't give a fuck what it was. I don't care what it was. I don't want to know. And if you tell me, I'll be angry. You know what I'll be? I will be mildly incompetent. I will be In fact, I'll be grossly incompetent.
What is that word? Inter what?
Panopticon.
Panopticon.
I'm going to panopticon. Yeah. If you tell me what you really did, I'm going to panopticon you. I will.
Aaron, good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah. There is zero help right there. Yeah.
No, you got all the help he needs. You got all the help he
Zero
needs.
help.
You got all the help
He'll
he
be
needs.
divorced in a week when he's telling. What'd you do? Well, everything went well. Yeah.
He's already started spending the money. It's hard to go backwards.
Wait.
You're not going to.
All right, hold on.
This is Altoona.
You ready?
What's the dating pool
yeah.
in Altoona these days?
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's gotta
Is
be
it his girlfriend or his wife?
his wife.
Oh.
All right. I saw this and I thought it was kind of cool. In New York, people are coming up with young people are coming up with a new way to die, and I think this is impressive.
What?
Subway surfing. What do you think
Jesus.
subway surfing is? When I say it, what do you think it is?
Okay.
Because it probably is
Standing on top and
Yep.
waiting for the tunnel to clip you.
Yeah, you're laying on top of the fucking train.
No. They're not waiting for the tunnel to clip them. They're standing on top of the subway trains,
Right?
riding them like a surfboard.
Okay. Yeah.
And those things are going fast, and here comes a tunnel. What are you doing?
Right. And they're not getting. They're either jumping off and killing themselves,
Yes,
or they're
yes.
getting hit, or getting smushed, or whatever. Yeah.
It's a high risk
It's
behavior.
crazy. It is.
It's a
crazy.
thing? I mean, come on.
It is a thing because they're filming each other. And now they're starting to. They were posting them doing it, and now they're posting them when they die. So they're pulling these videos off of TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff because they're showing these people getting.
I see some of those Instagram reels where dudes are doing crazy shit on their bikes and their skateboard, and they're like trying to jump over a creek, and there's a brick wall, and they slam right into it, and their head snaps back. Yeah. You never see what happens after. I'm like, how'd that guy live? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Or like base jumping, or like
No, just the
lot of
silly
dangerous
things.
stuff, yeah.
The really silly things
Yes,
that they do.
right.
Yeah. So, of course, I had to look it up. First of all, those trains are going fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks fast.
it gets up to like 60
in the
miles an
video.
hour. Yeah. I mean, a CTA train. So I was on 90 the other day, and I was probably going like about 65, 70. I passed the train, but the train's got to be going about 50, 60.
Yeah.
Easily.
I'll tell you right now, I saw 2 or 3 of the videos. It looks scary as shit.
You saw where the kid got clipped?
No, I didn't see anybody. I didn't see any. Unfortunately, I didn't see anybody die. Yeah. It was bullshit.
That's on the dark web.
Yeah, total bullshit. No, I guess they they were posting them, and they were getting, because they can't take everything off immediately.
Right.
And people were seeing it, then obviously
Complaining.
copying it,
Yeah.
reposting it. You know what? I don't understand the complaining, by the way. If you see something you don't like, just don't look at it.
Yeah, but if it's that egregious,
Okay, don't look at it.
yeah, but it's also stopping other idiots from doing it. I mean, take that shit down. Otherwise, people are going to copycat that shit.
Nothing is going to stop you. If you are hell-bent on trying to kill yourself, there's nothing, like not actively, but passively trying to kill yourself, there's nothing that's going to stop you.
So when I was in high school, there was a guy in my one of my classes who stole a CTA train. I mean, he didn't go anywhere, but like he obviously somehow got into the train wherever it was parked and drove. Yeah, obviously you can't steal it because it's just it's not a track. It's
Right,
just.
yeah,
But
we understand the concept.
But he actually it was like in the Chicago Tribune or sometimes like this guy actually stole the train or he got into the train and actually drove
But he's
it.
safe inside.
Yeah, he's safe inside. And obviously, and I saw the guy and I'm like, yeah, he looks like the guy who would steal a train.
He looks.
Yeah, it's like it's like when you're a sophomore in high school, and it's like the one guy with the beard. He's already balding. He's got the male pattern baldness. Like he was like he's 40. And he's like 18. He's like 16. It's like wow, this guy's got way too much testosterone.
There are some things like when you see a picture of a guy and it's like, oh, he's a pastor and he did some terrible things with kids, and you look at the picture, it's like, yeah, I can buy that.
That's not that. Who couldn't see that?
Yeah.
Yep,
Right.
I can see it coming. And then there's some guys who are like, wow, he did that, huh? That's interesting. It doesn't look like a guy who would do that. Yeah. So some people kind of do look like the scumbag that they turn into.
Yeah, they look like that. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of death, I couldn't believe this when I found it. I found a list of what kills people in the world the most. And I'm talking about living things that kill people the most.
So not cancer, not
no
falls,
disease,
not
nothing
drowning,
like that.
none of that.
A living thing that kills people the most. So
An animal or person
anything.
or either?
Yeah, something that's not like a disease.
Not a disease. And Teddy's going to guess for sure what kills the most people.
I already know.
What is it?
Mosquitoes.
Yep.
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes kill almost a little
Because of malaria?
Yeah.
Almost 750,000 people a year.
No shit.
Yeah. And I was thinking, okay, you know what? When I first saw it, I was like, oh. Then I thought, yeah, that makes sense. It's in jungly areas. It's very, very wide open. Yeah, very rural areas.
But we have mosquitoes all over the place in the Midwest, but they don't carry the malaria virus.
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's
different.
more
It's different in parts of the world. Yeah, that's why when you go to like Asia, you have to get the
mosquito nets.
You have to take the malaria pills before you go there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to take very precautions. Yeah, or the hepatitis
Okay, so
pills or
and
the
as I
shots.
was going on, they got me, but one of them really got me. What do you think second?
Go ahead, Scott. What do you think?
This is going to be. When I say it, it's going to be really.
So mosquitoes are how many did you say?
760,000 people a year.
So that's the top. The next one's got to be like way lower. I mean,
Nope, 600,000 people a year.
no shit.
But when I
Snake
say
bites?
it's going to be, no. When I say it's going to be very obvious.
I'm gonna say hippos.
People,
Yeah. Okay.
humans kill.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah.
I thought it was
things,
going to
yeah.
be an animal or an insect or
Nope,
something.
living thing. Humans, we kill about 600,000 people a year. So
Yeah.
a little over
Murder.
Yeah.
all those
yeah,
things.
That's
sure.
what we're talking
Everything.
about.
Yeah, you just run them over the car, even by accident.
Anything, yeah.
Like you said, it was an accident, even though you're being mildly incompetent when you were driving.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Okay.
I guess at that point you'd be grossly incompetent.
Yep.
Third is snakes, 100,000.
No kidding. That wasn't far off. Okay.
Yeah. Next is
Big drop though, from 6 to 1.
Yeah. Well, there's just not enough snakes.
Yeah.
There's not enough people around snakes.
Yeah. Snakes freak a lot of people out, including me.
Right. What do you think is fourth?
Sharks.
No.
Not even close.
Elephants.
Nope. Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes sense.
that
a-
makes
like a
sense.
pit bull, yeah.
40,000 people a year.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I will make you an offer
crazy.
that I usually only make on the golf course, and I never made in public. No one's ever heard me say this. I will blow both of you on the show if you know what the next thing it kills.
Holy fuck. We're getting a free blowjob, Ted?
14,000 people a year get killed by this thing. And you
14,000?
could never get it in a billion years.
Cows.
Still could never get it.
Hold on.
Years. Never going to happen. Everybody who's listening to this, here's what I want you to do. Stop it right now, and I want you to think about it. Think about it.
I'm gonna
and you're
say-
still going to get it wrong.
I'm going to say bees.
That's a good guess. It's
Allergic-
wrong,
allergic
but it's a
reaction,
good
yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
You ready? freshwater snails.
Yeah.
Because people are eating them, right?
No, because the bacteria in the snail actually clams, when people get like oysters, when you get food poisoning, the worst thing to eat is like a freshwater oyster, like a oyster.
Right.
If you go to like a seafood restaurant, because there's so much bacteria in the oyster or the clam. Yeah, so that's actually the
That's
worst.
because they're like filters. They just suck the water in.
Yeah.
It goes through
Yeah.
them. They ingest it, and whatever's in the water becomes part of them.
So I'm saying if you ever go to a seafood
Absolutely
restaurant,
Absolutely not.
That's not how it works. So basically, a snail acts as a host for a parasitic flatworm called a Schizotomata.
Okay.
That is none of those. It's not the word. That is
Okay.
not even close to the word. It releases microscopic larvae into the water, which penetrate human skin, and they migrate through blood vessels, lay eggs, and then you die.
yeah, that's real.
You don't even. I mean, you basically once this happens, it's very difficult.
How do
live
you
through.
get that? I mean, eating a snail, being in the same
Nope.
water as a
Swim
snail?
or bathe in contaminated water. The larvae, like if there's a lot of freshwater snails there, they basically just send it out.
Swim in your ear.
and
Swim
you're,
in your ear,
you
yeah,
can go
yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere into you. You can tip
Well,
your wiener.
you heard of the flesh-eating bacteria,
Your
right?
butthole.
Like you hear about like people going to
Ebola?
like not Ebola, but like people getting the flesh-eating bacteria where they were in a fresh like a lake, and then something gets into them. And it's like a brain-eating amoeba. It's kind of the same concept. Yeah, so I know what
Jesus
you're saying. Yeah,
Christ.
so that's why.
That's what blew. When I saw freshwater snails, I'm like, come on.
I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of swimming in a fucking ocean or a fucking lake or any type of like living ecosystem.
Fucking lake, fucking ocean,
I love the ocean.
Unless it's like
I know, me
Wisconsin
too.
Dells or like a sanitized pool. I know it's got a lot of chlorine, but honestly, man, I ain't going to no fucking leave.
Wisconsin Dells is mostly urine.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying I'll walk on the beach and I'll let my like feet walk on the beach, like on the shore.
That's
but
all it takes.
I'm not putting my head in no fucking living ecosystem. I don't give a fuck who likes the beach.
We have a house on a lake in northern
ain't doing
Michigan,
that
and I
shit.
swim in that lake all the time. And it's
I know.
not. It's a lake. I mean,
Okay.
there's nasty shit in there, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta.
I mean, you're talking about 14,000 out of what 7.5
Yeah.
billion. So those odds are. I mean, there's
Yeah,
there's
the odds
a
are like-
decimal
yeah.
and a lot of zeros.
Sounds like a
before
bad
it
way
gets
to go.
But it's just it's ugly.
Freshwater snails. I thought
I
maybe
know.
people are eating shit with bacteria in it or something, but just being around them.
So the funny thing
Isn't
is,
that wild?
That's crazy.
So the funny thing is, I think like 6 out of the 10 most lethal snakes in the world are actually in Australia. Like most of the lethal creatures are in Australia. So there's this one snake. It's called. Don't quote me on this. It's called the Balter sea snake. It's a very non-aggressive
said,
snake.
quote,
It's a very non-aggressive snake. But apparently its venom could kill 1,000 mice or kill 100 humans. So if it bit you, you would be dead within probably 30 minutes.
So one
Yeah.
human is worth 100 mice?
1,000
That's-
mice.
No. You said
1,000.
1,000 mice or
1,000
100 humans?
100 humans,
So
yes.
that means one human is worth 100 mice. That's all we're worth.
Yeah.
That doesn't even seem. That makes us seem very
Yeah, but
trivial.
so,
100
I'm-
shitty mice.
Well, I'm saying you got the
Should
coral
be at least
snake.
400
A mouse
mice.
is this big. A human is this
You got-
big.
you got the-
Yeah, but it
come
should be
on.
worth at least. I mean, just worth 400 or 500 mice.
Well, like if you were bit by like a rattlesnake,
we're
like,
worth at least 400 or 500
Ted's
squirrels.
shooting from the hip here. Maybe there's
No,
they're
no.
off a little bit.
No, but like a rattlesnake.
Scott?
A rattlesnake.
When you look this stupid shit up
I
that
know,
he says,
I know.
99.9% of the time, he's correct.
So a rattlesnake's venom is obviously could be fatal, but you could survive that. And then there's the coral snake. You know the coral snake, right? Which
can
is
we not do
the black
snakes?
and red.
Yep,
and,
yep.
Yeah. So that's lethal. But then there's a corn snake. So what's the expression? Black next to yellow, kill a fellow. Red next to black, friend to Jack. Which means that there's a snake that it's the corn snake. It looks like a coral snake, but it's not. So
I just stay away from all snakes. I
Yeah.
see a snake, I go the other way.
but a garter
I
snake
think
is
the
harmless.
rhyme I use is, if it's a snake, I'm going to run like a bitch.
But
I fucking hate
but
snakes.
actually, the snake that kills the most people.
Fucking hate them.
The snake that kills the most people is the black mamba in Africa because it actually can chase you. It can fucking crawl. I'm serious. It can crawl faster.
actively
and-
hates
and
you.
and it can bite you multiple times, and it'll chase after you. It's fucking fast. But yeah,
Don't you wish it was mildly incompetent? It just was like, I'm not going to do that.
Why
but-
bother? I
but
just
I-
want you to leave me alone. I'm not going to fucking hunt you down.
But the funny thing, the actually
This
most.
is the one. This is a snake looking for a promotion.
But the snake with the most, but the snake with the most fatal,
Mildly incompetent
But
snake.
the snake with the most fatal venom is actually a mild mannered snake that's not very aggressive. But if it did bite you, I don't think there's anything that you could do to help you. Once you
Okay,
get
well,
bit.
that's all right. That's right. Did you guys see the movie The Rip?
No.
Yes.
No.
Ben Affleck and Matt
No.
Damon.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I thought it was. I mean,
It's so
it had a little
overproduced.
twist.
I mean,
it has some twists here and there. Yeah, it was a little. Yeah, okay, it was stupid.
yeah.
So
it
it's
is
based
pretty-
on a 2016 real life story. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
And if you haven't seen it, I'm going to ruin it for you. Cops find a shitload of drug. Well, I'm not going to ruin it. Cops find a shitload of drug money. You saw it coming a mile away, right? It was pretty obvious what was going to happen.
Yep.
And then bad things happen. The Miami cops that this is about are suing Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and the production company, saying that the movie makes them look bad.
Well, no shit.
Well, so the other premise is that these are frequent, right? There's all these drug dealers and everything, and they keep their drugs in these houses hidden, and then there's tip-offs to the cops, and the cops go there, and they keep the drugs. Or at least that's the premise of this movie.
Okay, so if it was done in Chicago, yes, that would be the way.
Right.
So it's like Training Day with
Training Day was a fucking great movie.
God, it was awesome.
That was intense.
Yeah. But I guess in real life, nothing hanky happened, and they had to. I guess they didn't. There was nothing happened. They found the drugs, they found the money, and then they just returned it.
They turned it in.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it was like
All
a news
of it,
story.
all of it.
All of it.
Yeah,
They turned it in, everything. But you have to make. That's not a movie.
That's
right?
not exciting,
And Ben
right?
Affleck and Matt Damon are like, "Oh, we found the money. All right, let's turn it in." All right, and the end. See, great job, guys. That was fucking great, man. That was.
That's the best 30-minute movie I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
I mean, we really got it out. I like how you guys. The love interest thing was weird because you guys were in a room, but you guys love each other, and that's cool. Yeah, I have no problem with it. But yeah, so I guess the thing that they're doing is they're saying that because they made it sound like there was murder and guys were trying to steal it and everything.
Yeah, and there was betrayal between the characters and
that,
stuff.
That people got a bad opinion, and I once again, my whole thing on this is if people are basing their opinions on pretend and movies, then a make-believe lawsuit isn't going to matter. I mean, if people believe everything they see, like if they think that Alien really happened and Sigourney Weaver really killed a giant alien, then why are you having a lawsuit?
Don't they
It's not
usually
really
have
gonna
like
change
the front
opinions.
the dramatization based loosely on real facts or something
I
like
don't
that?
even think they did that. I think it just kind of went out there that this was a story.
Right.
And then, they never said that. I don't think they ever said, like, it's not, when they do it at the beginning, it's not like this is based on a true story or some part of this was true. There are police in Miami. Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But, I mean, can you really sue?
Any way to make a quick buck. And the production company, they want $5 million and they'll settle for $100,000. These guys it's a down payment for their beach house. Who knows?
Yeah, it just seems weird. I mean, like Amityville Horror. Once I found out that it wasn't real, because they said that was real, right?
It wasn't real?
No.
What do you mean it wasn't real?
What are you talking
What
about?
capacity? What are you talking about?
Amityville Horror. None of that stuff happened.
I know the story.
There were 6 people murdered in that house.
Yeah, but the stuff about it being haunted and like that was the front story. The stuff about the family going there and it being haunted and the
Flies
blood
on
on
the
walls.
window.
Yeah, none of that,
that never
stuff
happened. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So.
that was just
You
made
sure
up.
about
So,
that?
so the son,
I'm 100% sure.
so the son
They said
definitely
it happened, but it
So
never
next
did.
you're going to tell me Blair Witch Project wasn't real either?
So
here's how pretend works.
So the funny thing about Blair Witch. So I saw that movie, and he said he likes the movie. So I saw the movie. Honestly,
Blair Witch?
That was the most
It was
boring.
terrifying.
So it's like
It was fucking terrifying.
Absolutely fucking terrifying, and you're out of your mind.
Yeah, and you know what?
I was bored.
I watched it with my wife.
was bored.
I'd seen it, and we watched it with my wife. And I go, this is a documentary, and it's real and stuff like that.
In the forest,
If
yeah, that
you
was-
think that's fucking shit is real, that is the weirdest
I didn't know it wasn't real.
I didn't either the first time I saw it, and it scared the fuck out of me.
You know, actually, what was scary?
That shit at the end, I fucking screamed.
Oh, in the house
Yes.
where they go down the stairs,
Yes.
and there's a girl
I got
standing looking in
goosebumps
the
right there.
corner.
I got goosebumps right now. I watched that one time. I will never watch it
It's
again.
and people are batting on the tent,
Yes.
and you're like, what the fuck's going on out there? And
Yes.
all these weird stick things are hanging from the trees and stuff.
Awful.
So actually,
Terrifying.
I'm trying to think. If I watch a scary movie right now, I mean, nothing really scares me anymore. But actually, Exorcist from 1972, that was scary because that was cutting edge.
Ted,
I mean,
what if you got a promotion at work tomorrow?
I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it, Aaron. Don't take the promotion. Don't do that. Yeah. So that don't forget that came out in 1972.
That was
so
a-
1972. That
That was
cutting edge.
That was
pretty.
scary
That was
movie,
pretty
too.
cutting edge.
Yeah.
The Grudge. That was kind of scary.
that was stupid.
And then
all those movies are stupid.
Yeah, those
I'm
are
trying
all
to think
dumb.
what was kind of scary. I mean, other those slasher movies like
Chud,
Jason.
that was scary.
Cannibalistic
It's not really
human
funny.
murder.
Jason, right? because every Jason movie he got bigger and stronger. I think it was like Jason. First he was an escaped mental patient, and then like he was like a 6'6" guy. So first he was like a 5'9" guy. Then he was like a 6. Yeah, you can't take him seriously.
I saw Friday the 13th in the movie theater.
Can't kill him,
and I didn't know about
Yeah.
it. Didn't know the ending. Didn't know anything about
Yeah.
it. I must have been 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Right.
And that scene where the guy's like laying on the bed, all of a sudden the hand comes up over his
Yep.
forehead,
And
and
the
the arrow
knife-
comes through his fucking throat.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck, that was scary shit.
Remember
Scary shit.
Wrong Turn? It was like West Virginia. All those
Oh,
fucking
yeah, with
those
Kurt Russell?
those psycho like cannibalists like in the hills of West Virginia somewhere.
They
And
weren't
they had arrows too. They were
humanistic. They
shooting,
weren't
yeah.
humanoid.
Yeah,
Though. They were just
humanoid,
regular
yeah.
cannibals.
Yeah.
The hills have eyes.
And they
Yeah,
lived
the
above.
hills have eyes.
They
That
lived
was
above
in
the
New
ground.
Mexico. Yeah.
They weren't underground dwellers.
Wrong. No, it's called Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn. Yeah. So yeah.
All right, here. You want to know something really scary? I got something really scary.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and this is true. This is, by the way, this is 100% accurate. A woman named Nicole Dayton started a company called One Taste.
Okay.
Okay, any idea what it might be? Just quick guess. One Taste.
You get one taste of some food. I don't know.
Ooh, I like the concept of that. I didn't. It's funny. I know what it is, but I didn't think you would say that. Any idea?
No.
Okay, good. It's a women's wellness company that focuses on orgasmic meditation.
Okay.
So it's like having a wet dream.
You got to explain a little bit more, Matt.
It's meditation. Okay, well, her company lasted almost 10 years. She made over $17 million when she sold it in 2017.
Tell me how it works.
Okay. I kind of go over it.
I'm interested.
About 3 weeks ago, she was sentenced to 9 years in prison. Okay.
She fucked up
Because of this company, and she had to pay $12 million in damages to her clients.
It
okay?
wasn't a tax
Here's what
problem.
it
It was some kind of product fraud or something.
Here's how it works. She promoted the concept of healing women's wellness issues with orgasms.
Fuck yeah.
message approved.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Message
going to say
is
that's
approved.
That sounds like
Everything
real
is-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little depressed. Oh, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll feel better in a minute.
And that's basically how it worked. Okay, so she get the women together, and they would have orgasms, and they would feel better.
How would they achieve the orgasm? Was there some sort of
Well, that was the
Okay.
how they yeah, that's the question.
Okay.
That's the question.
So lots of different ways, but here's where we come in with the crime. Here's what she was doing. Her system. Here's how her system worked. The women were naked together in a room.
So there's a group of them in the room, naked.
Naked together in a room.
Okay.
And then here's what would happen next. Men would come in and manually stimulate the women to produce the orgasms.
Okay.
Yeah, she told the ladies that it needed to be done like that to free them from the constraints that were holding them back. So it couldn't be themselves or each other. They needed a man to
obviously
stimulate them to
Yeah.
orgasm. That was her thing, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
Again,
Got
it's
so
been
many
going
questions,
on,
but keep
$17 million, right? Lots of people doing it. What was really going on was she was charging the dudes to come in, and basically she was pimping the women out so that the guys.
So the guys
Good.
would pay
So she's
to
sex
get,
she's sex trafficking.
So wait, the
yeah.
guys
Yeah.
would pay to get a woman off?
Yes.
They did not. The women did.
Well, it progressed to different levels. Yes, so it wasn't just. It progressed to different things. It wasn't always just manual stimulation, but that
Right.
was the concept. You could get better wellness
Yeah.
with different kinds of orgasms. Yes.
No shit.
Yes.
That's fucking ingenious.
So basically, the concept is a woman needs a man to have an orgasm. I mean, yeah, you could have two chicks in the room and they could scissor each other till the end of time and get dildos and do whatever, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, whatever toxic femininity you have, you still need a dude. As much as you hate the guy, I get it.
What
but
are you talking about?
you know what I'm talking about.
Can you turn his
So-
mic off,
You know
man?
what I'm
Yeah,
talking
so
about. You know what I'm talking about.
lesbians aren't having as much fun as a girl with a guy.
Let me put it to you this way: if you put 100 women on an island,
Oh my God, not the
in
island.
in a
thing.
hundred-
no,
in
no,
100
no,
years,
no.
There'll be
See,
dead
in 100
skeletons.
years
Yeah.
you have 100 skeletons. If you put 50 women on an island and 50 guys on an
Stop.
island,
Shut up.
Can you
Eat
turn
shit.
off his mic,
Yep,
Matt?
yeah,
I mean,
I'm doing
seriously.
It.
You know
I'm doing
what I
it.
got.
So basically, here's what was happening. She was
wrong?
she was being a lady pimp. Okay,
So she's Heidi
She was-
Fleiss.
she
She's
was
Heidi
a-
Fleiss. She's
she was
Heidi
a
Fleiss.
double pimp.
She's Heidi Fleiss.
she was a double
Heidi
pimp.
Fleiss, yeah.
She was making money off the women, and she was making money off the guys.
Fuck, that's ingenious, man.
Yeah. So
It's amazing. That's the thing that blew my mind. It's amazing what
marketing.
people will fall for.
it's marketing.
I mean,
yeah.
I have so many questions like, were
marketing.
they in separate rooms? Were they together? Was this
All
a
together.
group thing? I mean,
All
so
the
the
group
guys
thing.
all come piling in, and one guy's doing oral, one guy's doing hand, one guy's actually inserting, and the women are. But I don't think the women were complaining. It sounds like
No, because she was telling them that this was what they needed to have emotional and physical
and they
wellness.
weren't asking for their money back.
Nope. When she sold the company, it was worth $17 million. And the only way she got busted, here's how she got busted.
She should have shut it down, right? Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
She got busted when they found out that she was charging the dudes. It
Well,
somehow came out. And I don't remember in the article exactly how.
The due
but it
diligence.
came
Okay,
out-
how do you
right.
get the men in there, and where do you find these men? And
Just
willing
lucky
to,
men off the street.
and men willing to do this with
How's
strangers.
your finger, sir? My finger's great.
Yeah. Okay. Simple due diligence would have exposed all of that, but okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
but 10 years. 10 years.
And
She
she's
was
doing the same
making
thing
money.
in prison. She's got the guy over there in cell blocks 4 taking care of the guy in cell blocks 3.
Sounds like a dating app. She just had a different marketing strategy to it. That's all.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's
that's all it was. It's just a dating app.
the entire thing was crazy.
Some guys get off on not
Yeah.
worrying about getting off, but they just, they want to please others or something like that. I mean,
Well,
so
yeah, then later on there, yeah.
Yeah,
Then
maybe
later on,
they-
they're going into a room, and someone's paying a woman.
yeah, well,
See, here's the problem.
never-ending cycle.
Yeah, you couldn't trick a woman. Like, you couldn't pay a woman. Like, hey, that's your thing. You want to go, I got a room full of guys. You're going to go in there. You're going to jerk a guy off. And he's like, paying for that? Yeah. No, usually they pay me. Yeah. They buy me drinks, at least buy me dinner. Yeah, I'm not going to.
Well, that's why
only a guy would do that.
Well, that's why there's sugar daddies. There's no really sugar mom. There's sugar mommies out
Why
there,
are
but
you
sugar.
doing that?
I'm just trying to add some context to
I
what you're
think
saying.
I think the premise of the business was accurate with the women and mindsets and orgasms because
Yeah.
there's a lot of women out there that really need that and could use that and give them a new outlook on things.
Sure.
Been a long time. I don't know if it's age, it's relationship based or something like that. But you can't go wrong with an orgasm. I mean,
can't.
Let's.
You can't.
You
but
can't.
you also
It's
can't
impossible.
pay guys to. Yeah. The whole thing was pretty messed up.
Yeah.
But I could see where it. Again, I guess I say amazing what people will fall for, but I guess you can kind of see how that would work.
Well, and that's a lot of word of mouth, right? Like, oh, Helen, how come you're so happy these days? Well, let me tell you about this doctor I'm seeing.
Right.
I go there once a month, once a week. I don't know.
Probably people with lots of money.
Yeah, yeah.
And time.
Think about all the women out there who've actually, per them, I'm not. This is not me.
Oh my God.
Who've never had who've never had an orgasm or very rarely had an orgasm.
There's a lot of 'em.
A lot of them. Yeah. So they don't even know what it's like. So a guy, it's different, right? We can have orgasms anytime we want, right? We don't even have to.
Pretty much.
We
Whoa,
just
whoa,
we
whoa.
could be
Are you
surfing.
saying
We
it's
were looking at the New York Stock Exchange quotes that have an orgasm. With the women, they need a
to
vacation in Bora Bora.
stop
They
traffic.
need- yeah.
Are you out of your mind right now?
No,
Am I
You're saying that a
Scott, am I
woman-
saying anything wrong?
and not so far.
So you're
Yeah.
saying a woman can't pick up her phone, and find what she needs and finish herself off just as easily as a guy.
It's possible what I'm saying, but I'm just saying there's a lot of women out there who have probably having an orgasm or never had an orgasm, or it's been years since they've had one. It's different. Men and women are different, man.
I
sound
think women
insane
can do
right
it,
now. Men
but
and
I
women
think
are
women
different.
are just more sensitive to
Men and women are different.
doing it. Guys
Yeah.
are just dirtbags and they'll
Wait,
do whatever.
Here's nature's cruel joke,
Dirt
guys.
bags?
Yeah.
D-bags.
How is jerking off a dirt bag?
Because
thing?
guys will do it like in the bathroom after they just took a shit, or
A guy
you
could
know,
ever- a guy-
we were
Okay.
on a golf outing. Here's the story. We were at a golf outing in Michigan, and this guy was part of our group, and we would go to Pizza Hut and we'd eat dinner or eat lunch. He would go into the bathroom, come back, and we didn't hear about this story till later, but he goes, oh, that was my thing. Every year
Yeah.
we'd go to Pizza Hut at lunch. I'd go in there and jack off.
He's just relaxing. He's relaxing.
and I was like,
Yeah.
dude,
Hold on a second.
He's relaxing.
I need.
okay,
I just need
Pizza
to
Hut?
slow down for just a second.
fire away.
Every year,
Yeah.
you'd go on this golf trip.
Yep.
You guys would go to Pizza Hut.
That was one of our stops on one of our traditional routes.
Okay,
Yep.
that was weird because Pizza Hut's not that.
I
great,
know,
but
we're-
whatever.
I
we're
love
on-
pizza. I love Pizza Hut.
We're on budgets.
Have you ever been in a bathroom there? Okay, but whatever.
I haven't
But
jerked
whatever.
off in a
Yeah,
bathroom
yep,
at Pizza
yep.
Hut. But
And his thing was to jack off there, and he told you that was his thing. He told you he did
He
that.
told us years later. It wasn't like he went out there and came back and goes,
Yeah.
"Hey, pass me the Parmesan cheese." And oh, by the way, I just jacked off.
The statute of limitations expired.
How long afterward did he tell you?
I don't know. It was a couple years, 3-4 years, but I mean, he did it probably. I think he said 5 or 6 years in a row. It was like a thing he looked forward to. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't listen. And the guy is got a family. He's got kids. I mean, he's a normal dude.
Doesn't matter.
But this thing is, I don't know. And you know, guys have triggers, man. Just weird shit sets them off into the weird ways. And something about Pizza Hut, I don't know if it was the fat waitress. I don't know if it was the pepperoni pizza. I don't know if it was the all-you-can-eat salad bar. But something sent him into the bathroom, and he was be gone. And we never thought anything of it.
I think for sure it was the all-you-can-eat salad bar. Because right now I'm hard as a...
Actually,
you just said that.
all-you-can-eat salad, all-you-can-eat salad bar is the best. Well, here's what we know. So
Here's what we know.
Seriously, here's what we know. So here's nature's cruel joke. Nature's cruel joke is like, you're with a woman, she could have as many orgasms as she wants, and you want that to happen, but you can only have one, and once your orgasm is over, you're done. So the key is
Ted.
you can't have any orgasms,
Ted,
and
no.
she can have all of
Ted.
them.
That's not accurate.
Ted, I am sorry. Ted, I have no idea how you live your life. And I do not want to know. Number one, I do not want to know.
I want Pizza
But
Hut.
here's what I would do. Did he do it in any other restaurants?
No.
Why? Well, okay. So are you when he tells
Do you
you?
know that for
are
sure?
You all the guys are all the guys there, or did
This
he tell
was
you
like,
personally?
yeah, it was. So we have this group of 8 guys, and we come and go. And he was one of the better golfers for a long time, and then he had some problems, and so he couldn't.
Yeah, he's got a lot of problems.
Obviously, that was prostrate.
He couldn't come to the golf outing anymore, and this came up in like a couple years after he'd been done.
Okay.
He was a regular for probably 7 or 8
But
years.
you're 4 or 5 guys at the bar, and he says,
Yep.
Okay. So you're hey, how about the Cubs? Oh yeah,
Dude,
And-
I
and-
used to go into
man,
that bathroom and
Afterwards?
I'd fucking just rip one, and we'd be like, "What do you mean rip one?" And you like take a shit, and he goes, "No, I'd go in there and rip one," and we're like, "Whoa, really, dude?" I mean, guys say stupid fucking shit, and you're just like, okay, it's like whatever. I wasn't shocked. It was weird. I didn't really think too much about it, to be honest with you.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It's
I feel
actually
like
kind of amusing.
I feel like okay, but here's the weird part. It's just fucking insane. That's
Yeah.
the most insane thing I've ever heard.
I don't know. Well, I'm sorry, but
I don't know. And listen, I don't. It's not the insane part. Isn't that he did it? That's
Right.
okay. That's everybody's got a little weird fetish.
Yep.
But I don't understand why he would ever tell you because, listen, if you said to me right now, if you said to me, Matt, every day before the show, I just stop at a McDonald's parking lot and I park in the corner and I just rub one out. 164 shows. Say, I don't know, you've been on like 20 already. Let's just say in 144 shows, you say every show, 164 shows. I just went in McDonald's parking lot in the corner there, rub one out, man. We look at his tree. It's a really nice tree. I like the tree. Jack one up.
Yep. Hey,
If you told me that, I would have trouble being friends with you.
Well, I mean, this was something that
What's the problem?
we got into weird discussions. Like, okay, from that we're like, okay, whatever. So where's the weirdest place you ever jacked off at?
He's not asking you to jerk him off. He jerked himself off. What's the big deal?
Okay. Without giving anything away, you said, what did someone else say that made you go, I'm weirdly not going to be your friend anymore?
I think we're enough of that topic for today.
Holy shit.
That is a whole nother freaking topic.
Wow.
And every guy listening right now is thinking in their mind, first of all, if you say you don't jack off, you're a fucking liar. All right.
Well,
Second
I
of all,
get it.
Okay, but so the
I'm
where's
actively
the
now trying to think of the weirdest place I've
where's
ever
the
beat
weirdest
off.
place you've
Well,
ever
not even
jacked
that.
off?
Well,
on?
let me say this. A guy who's just jerked off, he's the most harmless guy in the world because all the aggression's gone. He just wants to just
That's
chill
not
out.
the point, Ted.
Ted, what
Do
are
you
we
think-
talking about?
Do you
What
think
does
a
that
guy
mean?
who
That's
just
not the
jerked
point.
off is going to get in a fight with you?
No,
He just wants some food. He wants a drink. He wants to go to sleep. Right.
The question
So-
is, what gets you like all of a sudden you're like excited?
But
Like, holy fuck.
doesn't matter.
I'm worried about the
Doesn't
guy
matter.
who says, like, in line at Great America, I was waiting for the Superman ride. Like, I was able to just rub one out. And I was like,
No, you're in line at the Superman ride, and there's some hot chick 4 people up in front of you with the short, tight shorts, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" And you go through the ride, and you're like, "I'll be back in a minute."
So Scott,
you don't get to leave the line. That's line jumping.
No, I meant after the ride.
Oh,
That
my
thing's in your
God.
mind the whole fucking way,
Oh.
and it builds up, and then you're like, "Sweetie, I'll be right back."
I'm
I gotta
never
go.
going to a public restroom again.
Oh.
No, I'm never. I'm never going to a
Okay.
public restroom again.
That's why I hate airport washrooms.
Oh, but I
we
have
talked- I know you like to shit in the airport washrooms.
I have to.
Okay, guess
am
what
I gonna
goes on
do?
there? What do you fucking think goes on there? Oh my God!
Are
dude.
you? Oh my God!
Yeah,
So,
Scott-
I'm taking a dump, and the guy next to me
Yeah.
is spanking the monkey,
Oh,
so
yeah.
he can go tell his friends that every time I'm every time I'm in the Miami-Dade airport, you know what I like to do? I like to rip one out.
Oh fuck! It's
I
gonna be.
thought it's called rub one out.
It is rub one out.
Rub one out.
Wow. Okay, we got it.
Whatever.
Okay. Wow. All right. It's time to put an end to this. So we're going to do What's on Your Mind. What's on Your Mind is brought to you. Oh, this is just too. This is too fitting. It's like you set this up. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by Paul Pierre's Porn Park. It's summer and Paul Pierre's Porn Park is open for business. Take a ride on the Devil's Wheel, a 60-foot vagina designed to make your dreams a nightmare. Then try the 4D Sensorama, which will take you on an immersive and interactive weekend trip to Miami, including the penicillin shot at the end. It's the only ride in the world where you can catch herpes. And Paul Pierre's is excited to announce their newest ride, the Happy Ending, where you get to experience being an actual cum shot, from boner to blast. When you get hungry, you can have our world-famous Climax cones, have a soda squirted all over your face, or try one of our delicious 12-inch hot dogs. Take your family on a trip they will never forget at Paul Pierre's Porn Park. And don't forget, Tuesdays are 2 for 1 if you're both wearing a ball gag.
Oh, Jesus
Christ.
That's like transition perfection right there.
Holy shit.
You just made it worse. You just made everything worse right now.
Oh, my God.
You just
All
made
right,
it worse.
Scott. What's on your mind?
Oh boy. Well, let me clear that conversation from the decks for a second here. Wow. So I'm from Middle Eastern or Middle European descent, fair-haired, skinned, and grew up in the 70s when sunblock really wasn't a thing. And, we went to Florida all the time on family vacations, and my mom was in baby oil with the aluminum foil, and kids go run around and do whatever you want. And on the trips home, I know me, my brother, my sister, we'd be back in the station wagon with all the seats down, no seatbelts, of course, driving, 80
No
miles
chance.
down. And we'd take turns peeling each other. Like your skin was burned and peeling, and hey, get my back, get this. And we would just sit there and peel each other and whatever, these stupid kid shit and stuff like that. Well, now I'm in my 60s and paying the price for that shit, man. What's on my mind? I went to the dermatologist the other day and got some skin cancer that had to get hacked off. And that was a painful procedure, but as painful as it was, the worst part is I can't golf for 3 weeks. My gym routine has been altered, and I have to change this bandage twice a day. So for those of you out there young enough, sunblock is a real thing, man, and use it all the time because, you don't think you're getting sun, and you are. And when you get into your 60s and all that shit comes to roost, it's bad. So I had squamous, which is the middle. There's basal, squamous, and then melanoma, which is the killer. But it's not my first battle with this stuff. But yeah, that's on my mind. And luckily, it got all the margins and everything's clear. But I'm sure many people out there can relate to that.
Wow. Okay. Ted?
Oh,
What in the...
I just want
How drunk are you now?
I'm fine. So
He gave me a kiss.
Wait, hold on a second.
I'm
Hold on a
surviving.
second. You got high before the show.
I had a phone call at 4.
Do you see how easy it is to tell when Ted is full of shit?
I love that reference.
He
Though. That was
phone
good.
call.
didn't drink enough to... I saw how much was in the bottle, and I can see what he's saying and what he's doing right now. You got... Damn it. How many times have I told you about that? You son of a bitch. All right, go ahead, you fucking jag off. What's on your mind, you high asshole?
I rubbed one out before this podcast, and now
Who didn't?
I need a cigarette
Are we all there?
or a strawberry shortcake ice cream bar. Those are the best. Remember strawberry shortcake or remember the chocolate?
Ted,
Those were good.
that's it.
That's it.
That's all that's on your mind.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
It is... Scott, I can read him like a fucking book.
Yeah, well, you guys have been buds for a while, and that's cool.
But this is sad.
That's cool.
This is sad that I know this. Okay, here's what's on my mind. This is pretty funny. I guess a lot of entertainers have backed out of Trump's 250th celebration. And, of course, as soon as they did, Trump called them talentless and worthless.
Oh, that's what this 250 was about. I'm seeing people bailing. Vanilli bailed out of this fucking thing.
And they're not even real.
Wait, they were lip syncing the whole time. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Why are they even there?
Well, okay, but here's the thing. They said they hired Milli Vanilli. One guy's dead.
He's dead. Yeah, the one guy he committed
dead.
suicide like 20 years ago.
Yeah, Millie is dead, and Vanilli, what's he doing? I don't know. But not Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice said he can separate music and politics. And then he went an extra step and said that he doesn't care who he's playing for. As long as they pay him, he plays. He said he'd play for Putin in Russia if they pay him, and he'd be happy to go to Iran and play for them if they give him his money. Now, that seems like he's more of a whore than a musician, and he seems just a little bit desperate.
That sounds like a little Ted Nugent-y.
When I read that, I couldn't even believe he would admit that.
That's the fucking truth. Can you deal with it or not?
Yeah. I mean, he has one song, right?
Ice Baby?
Ice Baby.
Yeah. Is there another? I mean,
I think he's got like one or two more. He's a very successful home remodeler now,
Yeah, I
and he's
saw
got
that.
a TV show and stuff.
I've seen all that. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. Yeah, but I mean, what's he going to sing? Just 8 versions of Ice Ice Baby?
Yeah,
Is
he'll
this
get,
just
he'll
like
get
an
a lot
hour
of
long?
mileage out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
maybe a 5-cent set for
Well, the fact that we're still talking.
$100,000.
Well, the fact that we're still talking about him in 2026, when this song came out like 20 years ago, he's obviously doing a good job promoting himself because he's still relevant, right?
Yeah.
So he's still,
Listen, I guess.
let's think about it.
the
I
best.
guess.
The best. If you guys ever watched that show In Living Color, that comedy,
That is
Yeah, I've seen that.
awesome.
Jim Carrey does
Yes.
a knockoff of that song. Look it up on YouTube. You'll laugh your fucking ass off.
In Living Color is one of the funniest
Yes,
things
100%.
ever.
Most talented people, well before they got super famous.
Yeah, yeah.
The Wayne brothers, those guys are hilarious.
Yeah, they're good.
Absolutely,
They're talented. Yeah, for
absolutely
sure.
fantastic. Okay, listen, I don't even know I don't know what to say except this: keep listening, keep enjoying, and whatever you do, stay out of public restrooms. Okay?
Pizza Hut restrooms.
Yeah. All right. Enjoy, man.